Welcome to Friday Faves. I'm your host, Onyx, Fortuitous, Slayer of the Bright Realm. I'm gonna try out a new catchphrase today. I've been practicing it a lot. Hope y'all like it. Let's get dangerous. That's Darkwing Duck. Fuck! Straight out the gate, I want to thank my sponsor, thehorrorbox.com. And I also want to announce the queen of the confusing boner. Last week, I asked y'all to vote between Gadget Hackwrench, cosplayer Jessica Negri, or Hollywood from Cool World. And now, we have a winner. Drumroll, please. Take it away, drumroll rat. That's your cue. And now, the queen of the confusing boners is Jessica Negri. She's been my queen all along, ever since I saw Pikachu and I thought, gotta catch 'em all or gotta smooch 'em all? I'll never know. I made Jessica a crown and I'm gonna ship it to her. I think she lives in Babesville, USA. I don't know. Now here's a drawing of the crown I'm gonna build. Isn't she pretty? It's made of real silver, but
Made of aluminum foil.
it's made of aluminum foil? Ha. But it was made with silver intentions. Speaking of silver intentions, that was the name of my short-lived country band. It was a duo with me and my friend Billy. One day, if Billy and I make up, we'll ride again. And now, on to a movie review. I saw the new movie, It. I don't know. It's about a clown that terrorizes a bunch of kids, and he's always acting like he's gonna kill them, but then he doesn't kill them at all. He kind of doesn't do anything, just kind of hangs out and waves at them from afar, kind of keeps a safe distance, really. And but people say it's scary, so I gave it a watch, but it wasn't scary at all. I don't think anybody that dances that much can be scary. I don't know. That'd be like being scared by Ricky Martin or DJ Scat Cat. Come to think of it, I am scared of Ricky Martin. God didn't make those hips. The devil did. I don't understand how the new version of a movie can be less scary than the old version of a movie. I don't know. And somehow this is more scary than this. I think it's because the old one took place in the 1950s, so it kind of felt like Pinhead was coming to Leave It to Beaver.
We'll tear your soul apart.
And this one just felt like an 80s movie with an 80s movie villain coming into an 80s movie. And the kids were kind of like, oh, yeah, I fuck with gremlins. I can fuck with Pennywise. Yeah, so they weren't as scared. I'd rather see Pennywise's face on the moon than see his head shake this much. I don't know. He suffered from shaky head syndrome. It's when they put an actor's head on a digital body. There was one scene in Infinity War when Iron Man was talking to Spider-Man and they were both in their suits, but their human heads were sticking out, and they were like, Spider-Man, Iron Man. Yeah, it was too mooch. Hashtag too mooch. Hashtag shaky head syndrome. If dancing is scary, then try this on for size. Overall, I gave the new movie It 2 tiny wines because he danced too fucking much. It should have been set in the 50s, and there weren't enough fortune cookies with weird animals inside. But it did make me think about Stephen King, I don't know, and how much I love his books and movies. So I'm gonna do a special tribute to Stephen King, along with the hosts of the Witchfinger podcast.
Hey baby, I hear the blues are calling, tossed salads and scrambled eggs. Quite stylish.
Hello ladies, welcome to my show.
Hi Onyx! Thanks for having us. We're
happy.
really stoked right now.
I know you're all big Stephen King fans, and I am too. I'm also a student at the cinema, so I have a couple questions I wanted to ask you. Number one, what's your favorite Stephen King movie?
Misery, Kathy Bates, Out of the Ballpark, 100%.
Oh god, so creepy in that movie.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So
James
good.
Caan!
Mine, I'm definitely gonna say Green Mile. It's pretty serious. Was nominated for some Academy Awards. Typically, Stephen King stuff's a little cheesy, but that one was perfect.
I'd probably have to say Pet Sematary, Down That Rod. Because of Down That Rod.
Those are all great answers, but unfortunately, they're all wrong. The answer is the 1997 TV movie The Shining, starring Steven Weber as Jack Torrance. Y'all must not know the rules that if Steven Weber's in something, it automatically becomes the best thing. Next question, what's the scariest scene from a Stephen King movie?
Well, obviously Zelda from Pet Sematary.
I would have to go for, there's one scene in The Mist where one of the young military men is being scapegoated and he didn't do anything wrong and they all pin him down and start stabbing him. I fucking close my eyes every time. Fuck that shit. That one scene in The Mist, for me, it's a no-go.
I actually am gonna have to say, because I'm not really that squeamish, but the scene in Misery when she bonks his feet,
Yeah.
that shit is fucking horrifying.
It's pretty fucked up.
It makes me sick, and that's I don't get like that. So that's the scariest for me.
Once again, fine answers. Unfortunately, all goddamn wrong. The scariest scene from a Stephen King movie is the scene from 1997's TV movie of The Shining starring Steven Weber as Jack Torrance when he chases Danny with an axe. Because he kind of looks like a Deadite mixed with Steven Weber, so it's kind of the best thing. Next question, what's the best performance by any actor in a Stephen King movie?
Hands down, Ed Harris and Creepshow. Those sweet dance moves, man.
Megan loves him.
Yeah.
Oh my god, there's so many, I don't know. I personally think that the creepy, like, werewolf guy from Silver Bullet, he always gives me the heebies.
Not Gary Busey?
No! I mean, Gary Busey's pretty weird, too.
I'm gonna have to go Damian Lewis from Dreamcatcher when he's playing, you know, the alien in his head and he's playing himself. I thought he fucking, that was it. It was so good.
Once again, hard fucking no's across the board. Y'all are wrong. The best performance by any actor in a Stephen King movie is Steven Weber as Jack Torrance in the 1997 TV movie version of The Shining. God damn, that man blazed a trail!
Boink.
I want to thank y'all for coming on my show, and I encourage my viewers to check out the Witchfinger Horror Podcast. I don't know. Thanks, girls. Meow meow.
Bye!
Bye! Thanks for having us.
Woo!
And now, it's time for a book review. I read a really funny book by Michael Trupiano called Do Vampires Poop? And Other Mysteries of the Universe? I don't know. It asks a lot of important questions, and it answers them in a silly, fun way. Some example chapters are, what is the worst time to get pizza? For me, the worst time to get pizza was at my friend Jonathan Melzer's 10th birthday party. I ate so much pizza, and I didn't know I was lactose intolerant. And then I shit myself in his brother's bed. I don't know. I was never invited back to Jonathan Melzer's house after that. I don't know. That's okay, except for the fact that he had an air hockey table, and I played air hockey so much I thought I was gonna go pro. I miss air hockey. Another chapter of the book is called When is the Worst Time to Start Hearing Voices? For me, it was at Jonathan Melzer's 10th birthday party. I started hearing voices when I blacked out from shitting so much, but it turned out it was just his dad telling me to get the fuck off the bed because the sheets were brown, even though originally the sheets were white with Ninja Turtles on them. But I made the Ninja Turtles look like the California Raisins. On account of all my shit.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Raisins.
Another chapter of the book is the title of the book, Do Vampires Poop? And I don't know the answer to that question, but I can answer the question, do 10-year-olds with lactose intolerance poop after eating 7 slices of extra cheesy pizza? And the answer is, fuck yeah! To find out more about Michael's book, go to Amazon.com and search Do Vampires Poop by Michael Trupiano. Or visit the link in the description. Join me next week for Friday Faves when I'm going to talk about the Stuart Gordon classic, Castle Freak. I'd like to give a special shout out to my top patrons on Patreon. They help me make these videos week to week, and without them, I'd be a lost deer in the woods. Bonnie Gordon, Jan Eves, Barry Bueno, Thomas Broussard, Sue Bowser, Richard Jeffries, N. Metzo, Chris Kasandwich, Kay Key from Norway, John Congleton, Joan Adamanis, and Garrett Kelly. This week's Friday Faves was brought to you by The Horror Box. The Horror Box Kickstarter launches on June 15th. What is The Horror Box? It's a box filled with bitchin' horror collectibles from artists and makers of the horror genre. A recent professional poll revealed the fact that people that don't comment, like, and subscribe to my channel are virtual pieces of shit. I don't know. So don't be a piece of shit. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel so I can keep this train a-rockin', or keep this train on the track, or keep this bird in the... let's get dangerous. Until next time, meow meow.